Yeah, what happened to Issa?
We lost Isa. I don't know. It doesn't say he left or he was kicked. He just disappeared.
So he left.
Yeah, did I get dropped or something?
Oh, you're
What
back.
Yeah. Are we live or no? Got kicked or you ended it?
No, we're live. We're waiting for you.
Oh, okay, forgive me. All right, got it. I'm trying to grab my let's see here. Terrestrial navigation, a primer for deck officers. Here, I'll get this one for you. Copy. Where can I? Forgive me because I'm on my phone. Can I pass you the link? Sleep Warrior. Can you check your Skype? I put all the links in there with you because I'm on my phone at the moment.
Check Skype.
Yeah, yesterday. Actually, I was like, "Where are you? You don't love me no more." Everyone's mad at me about square miles.
Yeah, you did come out throwing punches with it though.
Well, I will still, but the point is I'm not going to go there today.
Issa, do you admit that you're wrong about the enlightening chat that you had with Sleeping Warrior the other day?
Well, the issue. Well, I mean, regarding 600 nautical miles being flat, no. The point is that
the square miles.
The square miles was qualified in the manual that I was citing when it states area. So I concede the square mileage issue, but I could argue the semantical points that without mathematical annotation, you cannot determine what the meaning of square miles is without the mathematical annotation, because it could be deciphered semantically in a number of ways. But if area is cited as it was in the surveying manual, then I can accept the what people were talking about.
Right, then, mate.
I'll tell you what, for this point, for 600 nautical miles being flat, sure, you can have it. And forgive me, Ranty, I still love you, and I'm glad you got money for the camera. God bless. Now, the point is, how come they treat the distance of 600 nautical miles as flat?
Did you send me the stuff, please?
I got it on screen if you want it. Nathan, do you want to present my screen?
Yeah, sure. I would suggest you give me a second.
Okay.
Issa, I can answer that. It's because it's flat.
Yep.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you're new to this channel, or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they're live, and there's also a PayPal link in the info box below the video once it's rendered. But most importantly, if you would like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the shape of the Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream. Please also share the show. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel. So please share the show. And one last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. Now we are joined by a whole bunch of people. Let's see who we've got. Hold on one second. We have got Sleeping Warrior, Ranty Flat Earth, P Mars, Mark Doxy, Jose, Jimmy, Issa, Chocolate Saiyan, and Andrew. Good to have you all.
Yo.
Hi, chat.
All right, so we weren't live then.
Morning.
Well, I didn't know we were off. What I thought we were on.
Okay, yeah. So I'll ask again. So you have those links, Riley?
Yeah.
Okay, so to the baller on the panel, again, if let's say you're going to go and you're going to verify that the sailors accept that they use the distance of 600 nautical miles as flat. What does that do to your worldview?
Well, hang on. He wants to see the evidence, right? So Nathan needs to tell me that I'm on, and then Issa, you need to tell me what you want me to.
All right.
Yeah, you're on. First of all.
All right. So on the Skype, you could go through just all the links that I sent you. Go through the terrestrial navigation, right? On the terrestrial navigation, Why is this pick? Okay. It says for Mercator sailing, as we have discovered, the use of the plain sailing method, departure and D-long are all measured in the same units, right angle, plane trigonometry, to accurately calculate the. This is a screenshot. Forgive me. Hold on. But they use anything less than 600 nautical miles.
Okay, let me get something else on.
And then there's another one. Plain sailing is sailing a rum line one place to another, which are not situated on the same latitude. Small portion of the Earth's surface may be considered to be flat or plain surface without applicable error, where the distance between two places is less than 600 miles. So also less than 600, or distance between two places is less than 600 miles. Also, plain trigonometry can be used to obtain navigational or to few navigational formulas. Everything's in that Skype chat. I'm on my phone, so I can't share.
Well, I'm trying to share it. If you can put your eyeball on what you want me to present, it looks like
the terrestrial navigation one, the first link that I put in with regarding sailing. So you have terrestrial navigation, a primer for deck officers. Then you have navigation.
My Skype's died. Do you know? Does anybody else's Skype just like cut off?
Yeah, mine's got a calling recently. Sorry about that, audience. We'll hopefully sort it out shortly.
Then you have navigation demystified.com.
So, this is the stuff you sent me the other day, right?
Yeah. This is one of the quotes. Short distance sailing is a term which is applied to sailing along a rum line for distances less than 600 nautical miles. So 600 nautical miles is consistent.
The first link that you sent me looks like it's this one.
There's like a bunch of links I sent you, bro.
Is this the one? Can you see are you able to see my screen?
I can't see shit right now. My phone is all whack.
Navigation, sailing between two positions on the Earth's surface, involves calculating the course and the distance between them. The shortest distance between any 2 points on the Earth is the shortest arc of the Great Circle through those points.
Go down to plain sailing. Keep going down. Is that read the plain sailing.
Plain sailing is sailing along a rum line, one place to another, which are not situated on the same latitude. Small portions of the Earth's surface may be considered to be flat or plain surface without applicable error, where the distances between two places is less than 600 miles. Also, plain trigonometry can be used to obtain few navigational formula. Yeah, so that's clear, isn't it? That this is the opposing view from what Sean would have argued, where the distance between two places is less than 600 miles. Also, plain trigonometry can be used to obtain few navigational formulas. So it's saying that between 2 points, 600 miles is considered flat. Is
right.
That what
distance, not, and it has not. Go through all those links. All those links roughly cite.
Is not the phrase without applicable error important there?
Well, the point is that how about this?
That just means accurate.
How about this though? Okay, if there's a little bit of an error at like 600 miles, right? We could agree that 100% for let's say 50 miles, it's most assuredly flat. Which means that you've never seen a boat go over the curve of the Earth ever.
And it also means
anyone else.
It also means that Soundly's Pontchartrain stuff is not consistent with this claim.
Yeah, but who cares about that guy? The point is that $600, because these are professionals. These people do this every day and get people from point A to point B. But you're going to cite some guy on a computer who's going to show you a curve calculator.
What do they use after 600 miles?
Then, well, the point is that why do they use it when it's 600 miles? This is what Riley just said.
What's
he said,
the point?
What
do they use after 600 miles then?
They use spherical.
Okay, thank you.
Right. And no. But the point is that I'm not denying that. But the point is that your calculations. Do you accept the accepted academic model? Right. Right, buddy. Yes. Yes. To you. Do you accept the standard academic model?
I don't know. I don't accept it. No, I don't really know.
Oh, then what's the matter about Chris Monk then, right?
Well, I think it's important. If you guys don't.
Well, no, I think it's important that we have an idea of what you think about the shape of the Earth just while we're getting into it, because the point is that if they're treating 600, do you think that you've seen a boat go over the curve of the Earth?
Yes.
At the beach?
But Issa, check it
Hold
out.
on
You
one
see
sec.
what he
One
just.
second.
You're jumping to
One
conclusions.
second.
Issa.
One second. Hold on 1 second. If they're treating 600 nautical miles on the ocean as flat, right? That would mean that 50 miles away is most assuredly treated as flat. Therefore, how the hell could you have seen a boat go over the curvature of the Earth?
How does seeing a boat go over the curve?
Hold on,
relate to
Pete.
navigation?
Pete, can you
talking
just
to
let
Homeboy,
Jimmy
1 second.
and just let him thrash it out? If you can hold it till the end.
Hello?
You're talking to me. I don't know what the question is.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
saying,
you want to
how
repeat your
come-
question? Sorry, just can you guys just step off just till these two finish this little back and forth. So, Jimmy, if you can just hang on, Issa will repeat the question.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Why would you think that you could see a boat go over the curve of the Earth if they're treating 600 nautical miles as flat? Or rather, this. Why would you think you could see the boat going over the curve of the Earth at like 6 to 10 miles away from you if they treat 600 nautical miles as flat?
Without applicable error. I think you made.
Okay, so let's say then there's no error between, like, let's say 300 miles, right? Because that would be, it's so minute that at 600 miles that would be exacerbated. So we're going to say that at 300 miles they treat a dead level and they got no problem with that.
No, that's your interpretation of it.
Well, no, it's just the plain sailing navigation treats the 600 miles as flat, right?
Without applicable error.
Bro.
Things that you passed to me.
Do you understand the exponential difference that would happen in like over 600 miles if it's so minute, right? Let's take it back then to 50 miles. There's no error in 50 miles if they're going to let it go to 600 miles, right?
There's no applicable error, no. Right.
There's no applicable error under, let's say, even under 600 miles. So if there's no applicable error and they're treating it as flat, why would you think you saw a boat go over the curve of the Earth if you're not crazy?
Because I've used my eyes and I've seen videos, and after 600 miles, they use spherical formula.
Right. But we can agree that no boat has ever gone over the curve of the Earth at 20 miles away, right?
3.9 miles away, 3.5 miles away, something like that. You can see it with your own eyes.
So you're just under mind control then?
Yeah.
Like with my own eyes.
Yeah, well, you're doing it to yourself.
Mind control, yes.
Yeah, like you've done it to yourself, yes.
Are you saying you've never seen a boat go over the horizon?
Well, I'm saying it's physically impossible if they're treating 600 miles as flat, right?
Why?
Well,
I don't get why it's impossible.
There's no applicable error at 600, so you're thinking that you could see the curvature at 10 miles?
For navigation, you're talking about using an optical device.
Like you're using navigation to debunk watching something go over the curve of the Earth. That makes no sense.
Point is, you've never seen a boat go over the curve of the Earth, but you think that you have, because the professionals use 600 miles as flat. Therefore, you must be mentally insane to think that you've seen a boat go over the curve of the Earth. That's all.
Disease. So why is this a discussion? This is embarrassing.
That's illogical, Issa.
That's
embarrassing.
Are you sure?
Highly illogical, Issa.
No, I don't agree. It's illogical. It's very logical.
No, it's not logical at all.
If they're saying that
navigation has nothing to do with witnessing a boat go over the curve, it's totally
there's no obvious error at 600
You're comparing
miles.
apples and
you guys
oranges.
think a boat goes over the horizon at like 5, 10?
Error.
Yeah, no applicable error means it's accurate, right? Do you agree that that's what it basically means?
No applicable error in the navigation formula that they've used. Over 600 miles, then they have to bring in a different formula to navigate.
Yeah, now you're going to prove that they actually do that. In other words, you can form into the sphere when it's way beyond the line of sight.
But I'm actually looking at the words you presented to me and using my comprehension tools that I've got aside, that's what I've comprehended.
Yeah, but between 2 points, between 600 miles, there was significant curvature there, though, right?
But not in navigation terms. There's no applicable error. That's what they can use to do that.
Yeah, but that contradicts the idea of using sphericity after that point, because you should be using it from 5 if boats are going over the horizon, right?
Because there's no applicable error. Why is this a thing? Why is this a conversation? This is ridiculous.
Because there's no applicable error. Yeah, that's not an argument for you. That's an argument for me.
What?
Exactly. He doesn't even understand that.
Yeah, you don't get it, dude. That's all.
That's my argument. That your argument is always yours.
That.
This is just worse than the square miles, guys. Honestly.
No, you just sound like you're a total zombie or a paid shill. That's all, bro.
Why?
The thing is that like you don't understand that 600 miles.
Jimmy,
There's no difference,
Jimmy.
bro.
Your agenda-based knowledge.
Bro, 600 miles, dude. 600 nautical miles.
Yes.
So your point is that anyone who said that they've seen a boat go over the curve of the earth is mentally mentally deficient. Dog.
Have you never seen a boat go over the horizon?
It's impossible.
You've never seen them. Answer the question.
I have not.
Do you know how far 600 miles is? It's the length of the whole country of England, right?
Right.
It's longer than that. So
Yeah.
if that's considered to be flat between 2 points, you ain't seeing no boat going over no curve, dude.
You've never seen a boat go over the horizon?
Never, ever.
Ever?
I've seen it once.
All the footage from Ranty, you've never seen a boat go over
It's
the
all
horizon.
atmospheric conditioning, swells, waves,
Yeah,
anomalies.
perspective.
Go look at the skunk. How about the Skunk Bay footage?
I'm not aware of that.
Oh, well, it sounds like you're not aware of a lot of things, dude.
Says the guy who doesn't understand the difference between square miles and miles squared.
Semantically, there you go. I'll tell you what, what's that got to do with 600 nautical miles is flat?
It shows your lack of understanding of things.
I guess for somebody who check this out. For somebody who didn't even under square mileage, I'm whooping the shit out of you right now over 600 miles being
How
flat.
are you whipping the expletive out of me? See, I
Well,
didn't-
because you don't understand the
Jimmy.
mental gymnastics, the mental.
No, you don't understand what you're
No,
reading.
listen.
That's the problem. You don't read
Listen,
it.
brother. It's about congruity of thought, and you obviously don't have it.
No, you
That's all.
don't have it. You've presented something and you don't understand the words that you're presenting.
Brother, what
Jimmy,
is 600
Jimmy,
nautical
you
miles?
Jimmy, are you a mariner?
You believe
I'm not a mariner.
you live on a sphere,
Yeah.
but you've been told that 600 nautical miles is considered flat, and that doesn't mean
For navigational purposes.
It doesn't
anything.
mean
It
anything.
doesn't matter.
The
It
source
doesn't matter.
Dude,
It's the whole country of England, guys.
The
Right.
source
Okay.
ISA
Exactly.
is citing believes the Earth is a
Are we
sphere.
both- you mariners. Mariners.
So you believe at 3-4 miles a boat has gone over the curve.
A small part of the boat, yes. And it goes as it goes further away, more of the boat.
Let me ask Jimmy a question. Hey, Jimmy, just a direct question. Have you seen boats go over the horizon? And if so, with your own eyes, did you use any optics, telescope, or zooming camera? And where? Please explain, elaborate.
Of all the times I've been at the sea, I used a P900. I don't know, whatever. What do you want to say? Yes, I've seen it. I can see it on videos. The problem is you guys can't recognize what you see.
You have you?
Did you use a
Comprehend.
You
P900?
with your own eyes, have you done it?
Did you use a P900 or did you just make that up?
I made that up.
Yeah,
man.
I think-
Can I just help you with that?
Hold on a second, Anthony. Hold on. So, Jimmy,
Yes.
why would you just say that you've taken pictures with a P900 when you haven't?
Well, I thought it was topical because you're talking about P900s.
Sorry,
and-
it's never topical to lie. Why would you lie?
It wasn't really.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said, and I quote, I've taken pictures with a P900 of it. When specifically asked, have you seen boats going over the horizon?
Yes, I have.
You have.
Yes.
You have taken pictures with a P900 of boats going over the
Oh,
horizon.
sorry, I didn't hear that part of the question. No, I'm not.
That
I'm
was
not-
no. It's all right, Jimmy. That was the very direct question you were asked, and your answer was yes, with a P900 camera. And then when challenged, you said no. I just made that up.
a flippant remark because everyone has a raging for a.
Dude, go get some friends in the real world, bro. You need, like, a
Hold on,
social
Issa.
life,
Hold
dude.
on.
I don't know
Just
why-
hold on. You're on the end of a losing streak.
How?
And at the end
How am I-
of Jimmy,
this-
I have got 3 words out. You're on the end of a losing streak. You're obviously very triggered. I understand that you want to talk over me before I get to the end of my point. I get it. But ultimately speaking, at the end of a losing streak, you've then lied. And I want to know why. What's the mentality?
It was a flippant remark, Nathan.
It wasn't. It was a direct answer to, have you made this observation of boats going over the horizon? Are you demeaning Jose's question to you?
Yeah, physically by yourself, Jimmy. Have you seen this by yourself? Because I've seen boats disappear over on the horizon, but it's not over a curve. I've seen it disappear over optical illusions in the horizon. Nothing has gone over the curve.
You've seen it go over the horizon.
No, I've seen it disappear when they go close to the horizon.
Oh, right, great. Well, there you go. Someone else has seen a boat go over the horizon.
No, that's not what he
That's
said.
not what he said. He said disappear. He didn't say go over, did he?
Okay.
I'm back, Coco. What happened there?
So can I let me put this 600 miles bit into scale context for you, right? On the Metabunk curve calculator, your Bible, if you put in the distance at miles at 600, and then you put your viewer height in at an arbitrary 6 feet for being stood at the beach.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how many miles drop there's supposed to be?
Not really.
Really? Why don't you want to know?
Because it's not pertinent to the question.
Well, considering if they consider it as flat, I would say it probably is, because you would expect
navigational purposes. Why is this a thing? For navigational purposes, they consider it flat. It's
Right.
like
flat's not got curve to it, right?
Surveying for different sizes of what they need surveying.
Jimmy, have you ever navigated over the sea, Jimmy?
I've been on boats.
No, but you've never navigated, have you?
Over the sea? Well, I've been on different.
You're struggling to say yes or no here, Jimmy. You're talking
yes, I've been on boats. I've been on small boats. I've worked sailing boats. I've been on big boats. Yes, I've been over the sea. Navigated.
Sorry, you just answered yes in the affirmative when asked, have you navigated? So, have you navigated a boat, Jimmy? The answer you're looking for is no.
I have been on sailboats.
Not stutter, just say no, Mark. I have never navigated a boat.
Hey, Nathan, I don't like you picking my speech impediment. Please don't do that.
Yeah, you haven't got a speech impediment. You're just having your ass handed to you. That's what's happening, right? When asked, have you navigated a boat? You go, I've been on boats and I've been on this and I've been on that. And yeah. Well, no, mate, you haven't navigated a boat, have you? The answer's no, not yes. You seem to have a problem with lying. You've lied about going on a camera hunt with the P900. Now you're into talking over me while I point out your lies because you're annoyed. I wouldn't want my lies pointing out when I'd had my ass handed to me either. It makes you look like a pathetic weasel. So I wouldn't want it either. But you've lied about your camera exploits. Now you're lying again about navigating a boat. What gives?
There's a flipping remark about a P900.
Now you're all high-pitched, aren't you? Yeah, that's what people do when they get caught out lying.
No, I'm not laughing, to be fair.
You're just laughing about it. Yeah, that's another thing that people do when they get caught out lying. They laugh it off. Any more tells you want to tell us about and highlight that you are giving off whilst lying to us?
Has anyone else navigated on boats from the panel?
The navigation issue is completely irrelevant to whether the Earth.
Sorry, Rumpus, have you done your hangout about the?
Hopefully, it'll be happening in the next 2 days. We have
right, well then you can sod off till then, can't you? Goodbye.
You're scared again, Nathan?
No, not scared. I've asked you to do something. Everyone else has asked you to do it. You've promised to do it, and you haven't done it. So either sod off, go and do it, or don't come back. Easy. Don't make promises you can't keep on. Simple. If you can't keep a promise, Rumpus, don't come here. Just don't be a liar.
Nobody likes liars, man.
No one likes liars, exactly.
You gotta grow up. You gotta grow up, man.
Don't like liars. That's why we were highlighting this guy's lies when you came in, Rumpus. And what do you know? Another liar who said he'll do things he hasn't done.
Hello.
Hello. Arwen.
Yeah, I was full. But then I heard you're gonna kick Rumpus, so I just, yep, now's the time.
How's it going, Arwen? You alright?
Yeah, doing okay. I was a bit distracted. Forgot the time, so that's why I'm late.
Okay.
Hey, yo, real quick, I wanted to say, yo, Ranty, I love you. Quantum Racer, I love you. Hope y'all can forgive me about any of our discussions the other day. I could break down the semantic square mile business for hours and hours, but I'm not going to do that, and I concede fully, and I love you all. Forgive me.
Forgive you.
Thank you, guys. Well, wait, not you. Are you a liar, right?
I lied about using a camera.
Yeah, no, but right. But if you lied once, who's to say you won't do it again? Especially you lied 3 times. Now.
Have you never lied, Lisa?
I've done my best not to lie. Yes.
No, that's not my answer.
That was a swerve. Answer his question.
Hey, no, to say I've never lied. I mean, it's like if you ever had a girlfriend, bro. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
That was another swerve.
But the thing is, I'm not lying about 600 nautical miles. Being flat, and I'm not. Yeah, right. And then the point is that, like, no, I don't lie. I don't lie in my life. I make a point of not being a liar because the point is that I hate liars so fucking much.
Well, I apologize to the panel for saying that I used a P900 when I didn't use a P900. I feel bad and I apologize.
Nice.
What about the 600 miles bit on the curve calculator? We'd like to see that. Do you know what the mileage drop is that they consider flat? You know what flat means, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the mileage is on the Metabunk curve calculator? Go on, just say yes.
Yes, enlighten me.
38.3 miles of drop, and they consider it flat. You understand what flat means, right?
I do.
No curve, right?
Yep.
So why don't they consider it to be curved at 600 miles?
Types of surveying.
Pardon?
Are the different levels of surveying in the world?
I think it's more to do with the distance.
Ah, okay. So on certain things, they don't take in the curvature of the Earth.
I would have thought over 600 miles, all disciplines would consider the curve because it affects pretty much everything. The direction would be another one because the Great Circle route would affect what's going on in the direction, as Jaren shows.
So my question was, is there a different type of surveying in the world?
How is that relevant?
Because it's talking about the curvature of the Earth and the distance.
No, but are you trying to avoid your feels because you've been wrecked about 600 nautical miles? And you might
I haven't been wrecked at all. I've said
there's 39 miles of drop that they consider to be flat. You know what flat means, right?
What was he? Without applicable error. So you can
that means it's accurate.
You can use this up to 600 miles without applicable error.
Yeah, that means it's accurate.
You have to use the formula because of the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah, which nobody would be able to verify that.
Right? Who makes those trips? Who makes trips 600 nautical miles? They usually plot courses 20, 50, 10 miles. They're not going
ocean line
miles, bro. I don't care. No, unless you're going to like Hawaii, and even then, half of those people are just using GPS. And that's what I've pointed out in my own experience. I got a book called Nathaniel Bowditch's American Practical Navigator from a guy who plots courses professionally for shipping companies. And I asked him in query, I was like, hey, what do you think about, or we were talking about Polaris. I was like, Polaris, the altitude. Do you know how to find latitude using Polaris, bro?
Probably.
How do you do it, real quick?
Carry on what you're saying.
How do you find your latitude using Polaris? Do you know?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so obviously we know more about this than you do, especially concerning navigation, right?
Could I just ask you? Do you know what the circumference of the Earth is?
Hold on, Anthony. Just let Issa thrash it out with him.
Well, no, actually, I'd like to hear that answer too.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you know the circumference of the Earth?
4,000 miles.
Pardon?
24,000 miles.
Yeah,
34,000 miles.
24.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I was like, so let's go. My thing is this though: is that like they use, and I'll explain. I was talking to this guy who makes freaking commercial shipping land, maps or courses for companies, and he did not know that the altitude of Polaris in the sky is what determines your latitude. I mean, he didn't know this, and he charts the freaking things like, I was amazed. So people who are charting more than 600 nautical miles potentially don't even understand basic navigational principles at points like for having to be on a boat. I mean, talk about, what do they call that? Compartmentalization, guys?
Well, they don't need it anymore because they now have technological gadgets to basically do it all for them.
Thank you, Owen.
That's the problem. It's a problem because people are losing knowledge because they are starting to rely upon machinery, just as people are losing the ability to actually handwrite things because they're now just typing stuff all the time.
It's a fair point, Owen, and also basic comprehension is a problem as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn right. Squared miles is miles squared, right?
Exactly.
Right, and this has nothing to do with square miles. This has to do with distance.
Thankfully for you, Thankfully for you.
No, I'm cool. Hey, bro, I can make my semantical arguments because the problem is that the
you lost.
Listen, brother.
You should have got in elementary school.
Brother, you don't. Brother, first off, you're a liar and you don't know anything about navigation.
I lied about P900 using a P900.
Right, so that's just my evidence that you're a liar.
Am I worse than Hitler?
I don't know. Are you? The point is this, though, is that like if these different things take with square mileage, you have to actually, to use the language of English, it really needs to be best put into mathematical annotation to describe it. I made a mistake. Forgive me. Okay. The point is this, and I'm not going to raise the issue, but the point is that in regards to 600 nautical miles, it's got nothing to do with square miles. It's distance.
Thankfully for you.
Oh, sure. Thankfully, because well, who am I, bro? I'm talking about. I didn't write these books. I didn't write these manuals. I didn't write the way that plain sailing navigation works. I didn't make up the Babylonian.
Lisa, who are we quoting here?
Hey, Rufy, what's good?
Rufy, hey, who are we quoting here?
You put everyone to sleep, right? It was your own words.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
What's up? How you doing?
Good. Who are we quoting here about this 600 miles?
Aunt Riley, could you bring up? It's terrestrial navigation. I got another. There's like three different sites I have.
Okay.
Terrestrial navigation. I'm sure it's. You know what? Forgive me because it must be in Bowditch's book too.
Did you just say that you were citing me?
No. The sites that I gave you are all in your Skype, and I'm on my. But I would say terrestrial navigation. Yeah, I'm gonna start citing Ranty when he gets that P1000. You're screwed, guys. what do you call it? Like and Ranty, I like that I saw you got a new location to shoot. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Once he saw me his P900.
I don't know. You probably won't use it. And you probably
By
don't
the way,
even
Isa, I have a question
probably
for
lie to
you.
him about the address. What's up?
Yeah, you're on Skype, you said?
No, on Riley. I sent him a couple links in the Skype. I'm on my phone, so I can't share at the moment.
No, just saying because I tried to add you, but I think I got the wrong Isa Mahal.
Right. I've got yeah.
I think he's blocked Arwin.
What?
No, you're good, Arwin. Well, Arwin, I'll find you on the what do you call it? I'll definitely link up.
Okay, it's just I'll type in the address.
No, don't worry about it. I got you. I'll find you on there. On the Skype, I'll find you. The what do you call it? But the sites I sent to Riley, and maybe he can show them. But terrestrial navigation,
the first one.
It's pretty common actually. Like it's commonly understood that they're treating 600 miles, which seems to be the standard, like the accepted distance, as flat. And they use one of the sites I had was let me pull it up actually. They're trusted.
One of them is like some random dude on a Blogspot account.
Trusted Flat Earth. What is it? Oh God, it was the Trusted Flat Earth methodology. Hold on, I'll find the.
Did you turn me up or down?
So like terrestrial navigation is it's a book for ship or deck captains, and then Navigation Academy, Demystified. It's a fairly accepted thing. Like the fact that you guys don't know this and claim to have been on boats. Like I had a guy on Hufford's. Remember this? Hufford wouldn't even give me the link in chat. He wouldn't let me even join the call. So what kind of people will criticize someone but won't actually let them join the conversation if you're not a coward?
Huh.
You know, so like the
Is
point
Anthony
is that,
still there?
600 nautical miles is pretty much standard. What's up, Riley? You still there?
This is weird.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the whole concept of nautical miles.
References.
It's weird. I
Here,
think that
let's see here.
a nautical mile is supposed to be
It's 1.152
regular miles, roughly. Seems to be there.
Well,
it's not exact.
The nautical miles is the movement of the sun. It's a minute of the sun.
Okay. So it's like an angular mile.
So, but they're nautical. Well, so the movement of the sun is what determines a nautical mile. Now, you could calculate that any way you want to address it, but the thing is that distance is considered the 600 distances between 600 nautical miles is treated as flat. You use plain trigonometry. I cited all this on my show yesterday.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on, Arwin. Hold on. Sorry. I'm still. I don't know if you. Did you get an answer, Ruhif?
No, I just want to see the quotes. Like I found one of them, and it's just this crappy blogspot guy that can't speak English.
Right. That's kind of
so
the impression I got. That's the impression I got.
Hold on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I'll put a link in this in the Google Hangouts here.
Okay.
And in the green, whatever. So I'll put all the links back here.
Yep.
And
then I can go to bed.
Yeah, you two have to get some sleep, right, Rufy?
It's up past 12.
But hold on. Joking aside, Issa, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
So is that the citation from Blogspot?
No. I've got the.
There's another one.
I'm putting them all in the green chat.
Just tell me verbally.
It may be. I don't know what link you're looking at. So let me see. I'm putting links in the green chat.
Really?
Yeah, in the back chat.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'm putting the links here.
Yeah, okay.
You got them?
I got them. I'll check them out tomorrow. Yep. Thank you.
Here, I'm gonna put a bunch in there. Hold on, there's more. I got mad links for this.
Yeah.
It's a standard accepted fucking thing. Pardon my language.
No swearing, please.
It's a pardon me. It's no.
You'll be ejected. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream.
I got ejected again. I've been ejected before. It wouldn't be my first run around with Oakley's monetary powers. Yeah, so hold on. I'll keep putting these links if you want.
That's all I wanted. I'll go to bed.
Hey, good night, brother.
Thank you, Ruhif.
Good night. See you soon.
Peace, man.
See ya.
I thought this was good evidence for the globe because if it's over 600 miles, they treat the Earth as a sphere. And if they plot a course as the Earth as a sphere and they arrive at their destination accurately, then I would think
Oh yeah,
that
no, hey brother, I'm
Earth is a sphere.
I'm not saying that it makes it flat either. What I'm saying is that you never saw a boat go over the curve of the Earth in your entire life, and everyone who told you that is a fucking liar. Pardon my language again. Shit.
Come on, no more.
All right, pardon me.
Hey, chocolate.
So yo, can you screen share those links?
If someone sticks them up on your behalf, I can do that. Yeah.
I put them on a Google Hangout, whatever. Yeah, I know you might be busy running all your computer stuff. Like Riley, are you there?
Reach out to them one at a time. Come on, play my stuff.
All right,
Put it on.
The links. If anyone's around, like it's on a computer.
Arwen's on it. Arwen's on it.
What? No, I still haven't. He hasn't added me yet. So.
No, look, they're in the green. They're in this Google Hangout that we're all in right now. They're in the green chat.
What?
The links are all back into the green chat.
Sorry, I joined very late, so I don't see them.
No, I'm not in the side chat to the video you're watching. Please tell me somebody knows how to use Google Hangouts.
I see him. I see him.
He's talking about the back chat. Yeah, he's on a mobile, so he's using the back chat.
Oh yeah, no. If you're doing the mobile, it might be tough.
Just distinguish it with back chat and Hangout chat.
All right, Hangout. Yeah, I see him. Jesus, that's a lot of links.
Yeah, are you on the computer or?
Yeah. Which link do you want?
Any one of them. They all cite it. They all cite 600 miles, or they cite flat Earth.
All right.
Word. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay, this one is. All right. Let's see. Hold on. God, I've got so many windows open.
There's a transgender man in the chat who keeps mentioning the rum line to you, Isa.
Oh,
yeah, no, it's just the rum line could also be used on an azimuthal equidistant projection.
The rum line, I got the wrong thing.
The rum line could also be used on an azimuthal projection based on the nature of the way that the lines would converge. That's what the rum line has to do with. As far as but any rum line made 600, like if you're traveling along a rum line and there's a distance of 600 miles, you're treating it as flat. Cool.
I think I got some. So which page do you want to go?
It should open up on a particular spot, and that spot should be where you got to read.
All right, navigation. Okay, so I'll start at 1.
I did this all yesterday on my show. All the links are available on my show, and they're in the video. The last one I did, like the links are in the video, and I showed where they are. I don't think you're on the right spot, man. Where did you go when you open up the page?
Pretty much here.
Okay, so what does it say? Okay, so what does it say? Yeah, plain sailing and traverse sailing. What does it say? Plain sailing is sailing on the. I can barely read it from your screen.
Supposition. Hold on, let me try to zoom in.
Just on the supposition that the Earth is perfectly flat. And then that's good. And then go to the next link because that'll have the 600. That's just a perfectly flat quote. Then you look. The other links all have reference 600 miles. It's a consistent number throughout navigation. You never saw a boat go over the curve of the Earth. Stop lying.
Sean Hufford made a good point. That they're talking about the deflection of the rum liner as they go over the curve, which is why they use the trig or flat. It makes it easier. There's not much deflection in 600.
Yeah, it sounds like bullshit, though.
Yeah. All right, nice one.
Yeah. It's easier to calculate it flat because it's curved. That's just double speak.
But I don't really get it. Is this nautical mile, this navigation system, has this been designed to basically do it as if it were a globe based on the presupposition that because the globe of the heavens is a globe, that the Earth must be a globe?
Yes.
Arwen, the point is that like after 600 miles, they're saying that they're using sphericity. The thing is our issue that maybe the Earth is a lot bigger if it's still spherical. Right. The point is go to the next link.
It sounds like it's a very smart deception method. Basically, they tell you it's
all right.
a globe.
Hold on, Arwen.
They make
Yes,
you calculate it like it's a globe, but you actually get to see very far, which is inconsistent with being on a globe.
So go to the next link so we can confirm the 600 nautical miles.
The next link. Okay.
There's mad links in there, dude.
I know.
Yeah. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. I can hardly make them out. Right. So how about this? Can you see this?
Yes. So just start reading from that. Yeah.
Is it presented?
Yeah, you presented. What's the source of this one then?
I don't know.
Terrestrial navigation. It says right on the side of the page, Arwen. Terrestrial navigation.
It's using a rum.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see. Yeah.
It's using a rum line to do the terrestrial navigation.
And a rum line could be perfectly flat on an equidistant map. So just hold on.
Sure?
Hold your horses there. Yeah. Read on, Arwen, if you don't mind.
From where to start? Here?
Yeah.
As we have discovered, the use of the plain sailing method to ensure that DT latitude departure and D longitude departure are all measured in the same units, which allow us to use right angle plane trigonometry to accurately calculate the course and distances. Providing that none of these parameters is in excess of about 600 minutes or 10 degrees in value, this will result in accurate calculations. There will be many cases, however, when the distance between ports and wayports will be greater than 600 minutes/miles, and therefore we must use another method to calculate course and distances. Ideally, however, we would still like to use plane trigonometry, and despite the curvature of the Earth, still use our trusted and flat Earth methodology.
Next link.
Next. Okay. Right.
Yeah. This is a kid.
Doing really well,
nobody
Owen.
saw a boat go over the curve of the Earth, boys.
Okay, can you see this? Astro navigation demystified?
Yes. Go on. Short distance sailing, yep.
Yeah, short distance sailing is a term which is applied to sailing along a rhumb line for distances less than 600 nautical miles. The following formulae are used extensively in short distance sailing. Okay.
Yep, my point is all I wanted to show was that anything under 600 miles they treat as flat. Therefore, you never saw a boat go over the curve of the Earth. Case closed.
If it's bigger, you can't see it, so you just have to imagine that it's a globe. That's basically it.
Yeah, and everyone who came out here and said that they saw the boat go over the curve of the Earth is either under mind control or a total liar.
Then my suspicion is correct. The whole nautical navigation system is based on the presupposition that the globe of the heavens makes the Earth into a globe, but you can, in practice, actually not perceive it as such. You just have to imagine it. That's what it's based on.
What? He said you got it totally wrong again, mate.
Nice try, buddy. You don't even understand how to get latitude from Polaris.
So I know more about square miles and miles squared than you do.
Hardly, bro.
I realized that when I was 7.
Hardly. You think? Well, bro. I tell you what, brother. You know what Mark Twain said? Never argue with a fool, because from a distance you can't tell the difference.
I know the feeling.
Did you say anything about arguing with a drug addict?
Hey, a fool in the distance can't see you over the curvature. So,
P-Mars, why do you this is what you guys have to retort to. That's all you have, because
you've called people idiots and liars. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah,
You're
because
a
you've never
hypocrite.
seen
You want to take the moral high road after you've made fun of everyone, including Ranty.
Did I make fun of you, P-Mars? Are you okay?
You made a song about me making fun of me.
I didn't write a song about you. I've probably written a song that could reference you, but I've got. What do you want? I can write a song right now.
You can't take it. You can dish it out, but you can't.
Are you upset that I wrote it? I'm not bro. Like, I give a shit. The point is that you're all upset, your butt hurt, and you're here now trying to address me because you got offended because I made a joke about you, or maybe even wrote a song. You're not even worthy of me writing a song about, right? You're like the type of person that comes in here and you're a racist, like that guy George Hatunik who got kicked out of Gem Pandas for being a racist, just like
I'm
you,
not
P. Mars.
racist.
Just like you, P. Mars.
Not racist.
And
How do you
and for
feel
all
about,
these
how do
people,
you feel about
and,
having get
and
ranty
real quick. The point is 600 nautical miles is treated as flat. That's
in
it, bro.
navigation terms?
That's it, bro. And check this out. Even in your book, the manual, it says 300 square miles area, let's say, is a what do you call it? Is treated as flat in surveying. So that means that roughly 17 by 17 miles would be 300 square miles. Therefore, your 17 miles in one direction is flat. So still, you never saw a boat go over the curve of the earth. You've never seen anyone walk over the curve of the earth on the salt flats or any of it, because they treat 17 miles as flat, and you could probably only see 10 or 12, right?
Jimmy, let me ask you a question, man. You seem to have a problem with the fact that you just talk about nautical miles, right? So
Not
let's take
particularly
it to
a
the
problem
air.
with understanding of basic English.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. So let's take it to the air. Why are pilots not taught to fly on a sphere?
Really? Not
Yeah, really.
All right, okay. Where's the citation for that?
Well, I don't have one handy right now, but
You've got time.
Pilots are taught. Pilots are taught to fly on a flat plane.
Right.
So why is that?
Show me a citation before I start discussing it.
Oh, do we have to get the technical manual again?
Why not?
Dig it up.
Well, to be fair, if he's citing it, he's going to have to produce evidence of it.
That's cool. I don't have particular evidence right now, citations right now. I'm on my phone running around.
Keep out the next few plays.
But this is something that has come up before, and this is one of those questions that always bugs me out because, flight simulators are, they show a flat world. They don't have flight simulators, not that I've seen, that are on a spherical base. So I'm curious as to why, and we've had ballers come in here and literally say that they teach pilots to fly on a flat plane because the sphere is too complicated to teach them. I mean, that's something one of you ballers literally said coming in here. So I don't know. I'm confused by that.
Well,
I'm confused by why the FAA regards they plot their flights on a flat plane. I'm confused by it.
Well, maybe you could provide the citation, and Issa could use his comprehension skills. We can work it out together.
I'm not asking Issa. I'm asking you.
I'm asking for your citation first to fully understand what you're talking about.
I mean, you keep talking about comprehension skills, but people are telling you that 600 miles is considered flat, and you're just
navigation.
I don't care. Navigation where? On the Earth?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So that's the point.
Formula.
Does it matter if it's navigation or on land? I mean, does it matter?
Well, that's what we're talking about. So yes, it perfectly matters. Yeah.
Well, in your model, it's 70% all water, right?
Exactly.
So the point is that if it's all water and they're using swaths of 600 miles as flat, where's your curvature? Also, who's Andrew? Forgive me, man.
You're putting navigation with visual world. This is navigation. It's completely different. This is how you navigate in an easy way.
But see
they say they treat it as
Jimmy,
flat.
you see the point is that we are told we live on a sphere. So what confuses me is we live on a sphere, but there are plenty of places on the Earth that are considered flat. So how does that work on a sphere? That's what I'm asking. How does that work?
Salt planes.
Because they are all the same elevation.
Let me address this for a moment, okay? Ship, sailing, navigation, it's all on sea level. If the literal physical shape of the Earth matters in that sense, especially for how far you can see, it's going to be for seafair navigation. With planes, okay, you could technically see further, even if it was a ball or whatever the shape is. But yeah, ships on the sea, okay, if there is any curvature that is going to so-called block your view, it's going to be extremely relevant for navigation. And
it's not about
so just stated that at navigation, sea navigation, nautical miles, all that stuff, they treat 600 miles, nautical miles, as flat.
And what do they treat
That
after
means
600
that you
miles?
can technically see things that far away.
No,
that
that's
doesn't coincide with
Put them on. Not talking about a visual seeing ahead of you. It's talking about navigating a shipping route. And Arwen, what did they use after 600 miles?
But Jimmy, you're not a navigator anyway, so what are you talking about?
Are you a navigator?
No, I'm not. So I'm not talking about it either.
Yeah, you know that if you navigate something, if it was a square, let's say it was a huge 600 by 600 mile square.
Yeah.
If that square was part of a curved globe, okay, then the distance between the corners was going to be greater. That's why it's very relevant that they say that they treat it as flat, because there is no extra distance being basically incorporated.
Right, so Arwen, to answer my question, what did he use after 600 miles then? He said, do you want to help him out on this one?
But does it matter?
Yes.
No.
Why
Yes,
does it matter?
No, hold on. Here's the thing: is that look, this is where like I'm so American. I'm like, we went to the moon and everything. Like, I don't care. Buzz Aldrin is my hero. Like, I don't care. I'm American. So like, my thing is that, like, hey, look, it might be a big shiny ball, but the point is that it's a lot bigger than they told us, and your Metabunk calculator and all the rest of it is total fallacy, and you've been lied to, bro.
Or you guys are wrong.
God.
And so are all the ship's navigators.
Yeah, the thing is, who do you trust, dude?
All of history.
Check it out. Practically,
answer the question. Over 600 miles, what did they use to navigate navigate the route? What did they use?
Well, you're the expert. Tell us, Jimmy.
Listen, no. Look. If you like, I'll answer it because it's an honest answer. It has to be answered honestly. All these things have to be dealt with honestly. I'm not trying to. Yeah, brother. I'm not trying to do any of that. What I'm trying to say is, after 600 miles, they're saying they use spherical trigonometry. Okay. The point, right? But the point is, brother, is that means you never saw a boat go over the curve of the Earth. Still.
No, that's wrong,
brother. This is what I'm trying to tell you: is that if they're using 600 nautical miles as flat, it messes with the calculations in regards to the way that Metabunk or any of these curve calculators have attempted to show it. And that it seems to me that if the people that are practically using 600, these distances as flat every day, practically, it makes more sense that they're correct, and somebody online with a website trying to debunk every politically, charged topic. It means that the people online with their politically charged topics trying to deny everything may be lying, and the people that practically use this information every day would have the truth, right?
Well, let me put it another way. I don't think they actually need to do it another way. I think they can treat the entire thing just flat.
Well,
they
that's
just
another
don't
issue.
want to,
Arwen,
because
that's
they've
another
been
issue.
told to.
Right, but that's another issue. The point is that
I haven't seen an explanation anywhere as to why it couldn't work. They just say, okay, after this distance, we use the trigonometry. They don't say
hold on,
why they
Arwen,
couldn't.
Can we get
They
there
don't
later?
say
Can we get there
why
later?
they couldn't.
There's no applicable error.
Can we get there later? Can we get there later? Arwen, can we get there later? Because the point is this. First things first, if they're treating 600 nautical miles as flat, then obviously no boat could go 10 miles and go over the curvature, because at 600 miles, that exponential curvature would be such a problem.
I know, extra distance, all that.
You're akinning navigation of a boat to your visual perspective of looking over the horizon.
Well, observationally, I have evidence of my own with my own P900 that there is no curvature. It's merely atmospheric condition. I have evidence of atmospheric conditions. You don't even know about the Skunk Bay footage, and you're over here talking like you know something, bro. You don't even know how to use Polaris to find
your
latitude.
Square miles, mate. Let's not start.
Brother, I understood it so much I was trying to clarify the semantics of the.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong,
brother. Look,
a 7-year-old would.
Hey, brother. Okay, great. Check it out. For that particular site in that particular manual, okay, forgive me. I got it. You know what I mean? I'll concede, sure. But how does that mean? Like, that 600 nautical miles being flat has anything to do with that argument? It's got nothing to do with square miles.
You're not getting the navigation side of things, and you're not getting the applicable error.
I'm not. Hold on. How could you tell me I'm not getting something when you obviously don't know anything about the subject and you're relying on something else? We're talking about the interpretation.
I'm relying on my comprehension skills.
Bro, how are you relying on what? The consensus opinion? What I'm trying to talk about is the semantics of the point. It seems that there has been evidence to lead us to believe that we may be on a bigger ball than we've been told, right?
whatever. It's all speculation.
Hold on. First things first. Right. There's evidence to show us that, in fact, there's like, a whole bunch of these, like, people are like, this is an interesting, very interesting topic because there is some validity to it. There are some discrepancies regarding the sciences that we're talking about. And if you're going to tell me, like people have told me before, that I'm silly, like that I must have seen a boat go over the curvature of the earth, but then I've got practical navigation telling me that they treat 600 nautical miles as flat, and there's no way you could even see past like 20 miles, 30 miles.
Maybe the Earth is still growing bigger.
Hey, it could be. Hey, we got growing Earth model now.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. But I'm just saying, did it get bigger? But they're treating 600 nautical miles, man. And the point is that it's not square miles. And the point is that I could argue about semantics of square miles. We can get into that, but I don't really want to.
Sorry, can I just address?
Get into this
sorry, Issa, to interrupt. I just want to address what P Miles just said. So no, it's got a fixed radius, P.
In the standard model, yeah, and that's what we're contending with. And the point is that if they're treating 600 nautical miles as flat, I tell you, man, that's interesting.
For navigational purposes,
bro. And
that's what you're not getting.
And what's that? I think, how does that qualify your opinion?
Because you're trying to.
Hi, Dave.
Heyo. Carry on, lads.
How does that qualify your opinion, bro? That it's for navigation? Yeah, it's for practical purposes. They treat it as flat, and you want to say that that's like that it's not flat because it's for practical purposes? Are you retarded?
And for practical purposes, after 600 miles, they don't use that method.
Right, so you'd have to agree. You have to it's just this, bro. You just have to concede that you never saw a boat go over the curve of the earth. That's all.
No, because you're akin navigation of a boat to optically seeing the boat go over the horizon.
Forgive me, say that again.
You're akin navigation of a boat to optically viewing a boat go over the horizon. Two completely different things.
Right, but what about and this is where we can talk about angular resolution and perspective and all the rest of it. We have too much evidence on our side of perspective for you to just say, "Oh, it's for navigational perspective." Brother, I'm not going to argue with someone who doesn't even understand like 3 basic points about navigation.
Why should I argue with you when you don't understand square miles?
Because you're the one who has to eat crow. The fact that you have never seen a boat go over the curve of the earth. That's all.
Boats don't go over the curve of the earth. Boats go into the horizon, okay?
Right.
Yeah. They go into the horizon. They don't go over the horizon. Yeah?
They go over the atmospheric interference.
No, they go into the atmospheric interference.
Arwen. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? I posted, because I'm on my phone, so I can't share anything. I posted not what we were talking about, but a NASA document from 1988, I believe, that describes the Earth as flat, not flat and non-rotating. You think you can pull that up?
If I can find it. Where is
it?
It's
in the Master B chat. I just posted it in there.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, and the point with square mileage,
because I'm curious,
is the mathematical
Issa,
annotation.
Real quick, Issa, because I'm curious as to when we live on a sphere, we're told we live on a sphere, and again, this is a document that comes straight from NASA.
Oh, right, this one,
okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
This was the technical manual we were.
Right, about linear aviation or something like that, right?
God.
So why on Earth would they call the Earth flat and non-rotating if it's not?
See the
and Jimmy, you wanted a citation, so there you go.
Well, I can't see it, so am I?
Do I have to present it?
Yeah, maybe. Thank you, Arwen. I don't have a. I'm not looking.
Put it in the chat so I can.
Huge freaking document, so it's going to be very tiresome.
Can you click on?
Well, I mean, in the very first paragraph, I think it's the summary. It says it describes the Earth as flat and non-rotating.
Can you put it in the side chat so I can click on it, please?
Right. No, I can't drop a megabyte PDF in the side chat.
Or just is there a link?
Because it's something I downloaded.
I'm presenting it right now. So, right, this report documents a derivation and definition of a linear aircraft model for a rigid aircraft of constant mass flying over a flat, non-rotating Earth. The derivation makes no assumption of reference to trajectory or vertical symmetry, The linear system equations are derived and evaluated along a general trajectory and include both aircraft dynamics and observation variables. Right. So, yeah, and I remember this document very well. The first part, which is relatively small, shows concisely how they basically treat all the dynamics, the aerodynamics in accordance to a flat plane. Very simple. And then about 9/10 of the rest of the document is how to all fold that crap into globe geometry, which is exceedingly complicated.
And all the while still stating that it's based on a flat, non-rotating Earth.
It is all directly based on the flat system.
Yeah,
The globe system is a direct derivation of the flat system. So you
But
can
it's
always
funny.
back calculate everything about it into a flat plane system, because that's what it's based on entirely, 100% of it.
Right. So isn't that funny how the very people who are taking or giving us pictures of the curved, beautiful curved Earth, they have documents like this? Like what do ballers have to say about?
Yeah,
something
this is
like that?
hilarious. Rob
I don't
Burgundy
get it.
goes. Yeah, check this. Rob Burgundy goes, that is a NASA document from the 80s. The approximation was used to save computing time when desktop PCs were not what they are now.
The day.
And with that, I'm going to say first and foremost a huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of the live audience for tuning in and hopefully sharing this debate. And of course, a massive thank you to all of the debating panel for making this debate possible. If you hated the show, you know exactly what to do. But if you like the show, maybe consider sharing it with a friend or subscribing if you have not done so already. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!